against? Okay, motion's carried, minutes are approved. Corrected minutes are approved. Okay, we do have a treasurer's report. We can just read over that. It hasn't much changed since the last meeting back in November. We did have some disbursements. Batteries for Weed Eater, $33.51. Christmas party expense, $307. President's allocation expense, $100. And the real estate taxes, which is $1836, which came to $458.87. We should have a balance of $650.18. Grant summary. We had $691.50 left from a BPU grant. Neighborhood assessment grant balance is $17.21. And 2016 neighborhood assistance grant was $500, which came to a total of $1,208.71, and bringing all accounts to $1,858.89. Okay, we need a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, Ms. Harrison, second. We want to vote on it. All in favor? All against? Motion is carried. Treasurer's report is approved. And that brings us to our policing officer, Officer Pittman.
Last week, we went down to Kim City Truck Repair off 13th Street. And he was very, very nice. And I told him about parking on the unimproved surface. And I told him, you know, I was kind of hoping we could resolve this, because if not, I told him I'd have to go put 10-day notices on the trucks and stuff. And they would go to the owner of the truck that he's being paid for to work on. And I said, I don't really want to do that for you. It kind of makes you look bad. He said, well, I appreciate you not doing that. And I told him, I said, I know it's not going to be fixed within the next couple of weeks. But if you can start in thinking about, you know, I know it's winter time and all that, if you can start in thinking about how you can improve the surface where you can park vehicles. He said you can't park them out on the street. And so he wanted to know what would it include an improved surface. I said cement, which I know he can't do because it would be way too expensive, or rock, gravel. And he seemed open to that. And he actually moved some of the vehicles out that night. But then the last few days, it's kind of cluttered up again.
Put some more out there.
So he was very nice about it. He didn't argue with me at all. And
that's Randy. Is that Randy?
I'm not sure what his name is.
Schumacher. Isn't he the one that's right on the corner?
No,
No, right down the street from you guys.
It's down
That's
like,
right on the
Oh,
corner.
yeah, he is on the
the
corner.
vacant lot is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and his business is right there.
Yeah, right.
Right by our
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
So
Mr. Schumacher.
Yeah.
is that?
Okay. Yeah.
Randy,
He's a very nice guy.
he comes to the meetings every now and then.
Oh, this this guy's pretty young.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I told him, I said I had to complain about it. I really hate to ruffle business people's, you know, their business. So what I'm going to do, I think, and you guys tell me whether you think it's a good idea or not. Before, I'm assuming I'm gonna get this out to the commissioner. And before I finish, he's gonna tell me probably no. But I was gonna see if maybe the city could come down there when it gets a little bit warmer. If they have enough gravel to lay it out for him. If that would work as well. I don't know what you guys thought about it, or have any thoughts on
My thoughts is that it just clutters up the neighborhood and make it look like an industrial area. And that's what it really does.
it? He can have it there though,
He can't have
because
it.
it's zoned for it.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah, and that was the question, you know, because you were wondering, we were wondering, is it zoned for that? So it is zoned for,
Yes, because I was dealing with the guy up at 18th and Washington, Jose's garage.
Yeah, right on the corner.
Yeah, he really can't have cars left out. He does. He's not supposed to. But
Well,
people
see-
were complaining about that. I went by, I ended up citing him.
see, because he's right across from that church.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
So-
that makes a difference.
It does. I was,
Because Bishop, yeah, it makes a difference who the complainant is.
Mhm.
And-
so I went up and I talked with him about, we're going from both sides.
Mhm.
And, at the same time. And, I don't know, I was just seeing if you guys have any,
That's bad. We might try to get it rezoned if we could to something less.
it's gonna take the commissioner to get behind us to get the gravel and try to.
We never had that, well, there has always been a business there.
Mhm.
Right, there's several.
Well, but it's never been cluttered like that.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, I was-
Even with the the coffee place across the street,
Mhm.
you know, that was there forever.
Mhm.
But when Randy took over, because I can understand what he's doing, because he doesn't have to pay as much because it's right there. I think
Right.
and it's right there, so you can crowd all this business into this one little area there. So it's cheaper for him than if he went out where he lives out in Johnson County.
And put it in that.
And put it out there.
They not gonna let him put it out there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, and you guys may tell me no, or you're
Yeah.
thinking too much, but
Oh, Lord.
if if the city would come out and lay a gravel surface, maybe that would make him keep it in order and tell him it has to be on the gravel. Everything has to be parked on the gravel, or, you know,
Yeah, I mean, you give him a warning, you wouldn't talk to him.
right.
And,
He's
I
already
mean,
talked to him.
You'd have to treat him like you would treat anybody else that's parking on the grass. If you talk to them, they don't get it together, you give them a citation. And that's what I think.
What grass do we park on?
The vacant lot there,
Right in front of the OC, C&D Center.
Yeah, right, it's across the street,
You mean
right,
like where the
from where
coffee
he's
place
at.
was?
yeah, on the west side.
Where the-
Oh, no,
It's across the street from where his
Community
business is
center,
at.
no, it's next door.
You remember the building?
On the south side of his business, or?
Okay, we're
Yes.
talking about two different
Okay.
We
businesses.
talking about something, we talking about two different things then. Because he don't have no grass down there. The one across the street from us.
Well, no, that was the one where the coffee was, but the next corner, going with, north.
Just north of the liquor store.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, north of the liquor store, you
You
talking
talk-
about on the northwest corner, right?
Right.
Okay.
Where the
Yeah.
coffee place was?
On past
Well,
there.
You talk, I know you're talking, about. You know where the liquor store is, you talking about right south of the liquor store, is the garage that's in there.
Where they park, what's,
It's on Oakland.
yes, the,
Oakland?
It's on Oakland.
Oh,
Was it
oh.
13th and Oakland?
Okay.
yeah,
okay,
because
I
they'll,
thought he was
they'll
talking
park
about
at the
13th.
trailers right on the side of the.
Yeah, you talking, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Okay, the lot where they used to, where, you know, where they used to, right across the street from the.
C&D Center.
Oh,
Was it,
Yeah,
was it
from-
all C&D
from the
Center?
Northeast Creative Center.
yeah,
It's still called that.
right across the
Northeast
street from
Community
where we used to have our meeting, yeah, that's what you're talking about. I know
Yeah.
where you're talking.
13th and Oakland.
Mhm.
Yeah, but, yeah,
Okay,
it's
well-
open, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, you talking about that lot there, okay.
Yeah, he just like, he just parks them wherever he wants to in that vacant field.
Mhm.
Or he'll leave the trailers parked on the street.
Mhm, he was doing
You
that.
really can't do that.
Uh-huh.
And he can't park a vehicle on, it has to be an improved surface, so like gravel or cement or.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Then he should, yeah, cause that lot goes with that goes to that deal, with that business, that lot do.
It does?
Yeah, oh yes, the people that had the person, that had that business person, that was their lot over there.
Well, we had made a complaint to, the other officer, community police officer. He had gone down there and talked to them too. Because see, they had all them old cars and all those things,
On the other side?
yes,
Mhm.
back there.
Mhm.
Oil and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff that was
That's
back
right.
there. And you couldn't see it from the street,
Right.
but it was back there and it was a hazard.
On the east side?
Right, on the east side.
Okay,
On the
we
east
went
side.
there too.
Yeah.
On the east side of the bill.
He took
Yeah, he had
pictures
it all
of it
back
and it was
there.
just
He
real
had
junky.
all that
and-
back there and right after that is when they moved him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, he asked for that. He asked for that. to get-
And they would pour and drain,
Well, I mean,
oil down the
he,
drain.
well, if he asked for it or not, I'm saying right after
Yeah.
that, he moved. But he was pursuing that, you know, because he said it was a hazard, you know, hazardous down there.
Send codes down there.
Huh?
We can send codes down there
The what?
to. Codes.
He said send
Oh.
codes down.
Yeah, we can send codes down
They're
there.
not gonna do anything.
I think the policemen were the ones that, had him, made him move. It wasn't really codes.
Okay.
Who is your code officer?
I don't know, they just changed it.
They change them all the time.
Yeah, well,
We don't have one.
no,
Well, see, each
just
officer
hired
has a
one.
code officer.
I have two,
Oh, you have two?
because 14 is so big.
Yeah, it's the largest one.
Yes. Like, last night I was at other community meetings, but now I know why they put two of us in there. But, I forgot where we're at.
Well, if you have two, codes officer with you, well, wouldn't that add more leverage or put more leverage? Because if you can see there is a problem there, and like you say, if you're thinking, you know, to, make it more amicable for everybody, if they have that, gravel there, you know, where would the gravel be?
It would have to be in that vacant lot.
In the vacant lot?
And the trucks would still be there.
Still be there, yeah. And it's all around in the area, because it's all on 13th Street.
Right.
Because it's not just, well, there's this person here, it's the whole, from, 12th, pretty much from 12th and 12th and 12th Street, all the way up to 13th and Washington. It's all the way, and even the corner. I mean, all of that is like a little industrial,
Park.
park there.
I know that next time I get the cleaning crew, we're gonna have to go up and down,
It's terrible. It's,
That-
when you
that
live
sure
there,
is
it's I guess the good thing about it is that because we're up this way
Mhm.
and we're not, but we're in it.
Where we see it.
We're seeing it,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just kinda wondered what you all thought about it. If you think, cause there's nothing I can do to get him to move. I mean, I can't, you know, unless they wave their magic little wand and make me king of the city. I could say, no, you can't have that business here. And the city doesn't really want him to lose the business, because they get tax money out of that.
Mhm. It's money.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
it's not about, well, one thing I do know that it's not a healthy environment, I know that.
I agree with you.
That, and so, you know, they want, you see all the, talking about health initiatives and all that, and you're living, and you're living in that, or you're having to deal with that, you know, and it's worse during the summer, of course, with the warm weather.
Right.
Well, that's not healthy for the neighborhood.
No, I agree with you.
But if it's money involved, it doesn't matter whether it's healthy for the neighborhood or not.
That's
The
right.
neighborhood would have to go down there.
Yeah,
and
the
get city
neighborhood
to
is just go, you know, you just have to,
rezone
yeah, you have no leverage. That's why I said we have no leverage.
Well, yeah, you do. Because, remember, you're a voting block here too. And if people want back in office, they gotta please you.
Mm.
I mean,
Well, and like I said, it has, it was like minimum, but now it's maximum.
yeah.
You know, that's like, you start off, it's kinda like, you know, you have a little business or something, but it's more than a little business now.
No,
It's a maximum, it's a big business. The
Right.
same with, on the corner from us.
Yeah.
It's a big business,
Mhm.
because he lives out in J.O. but he had that little building, he bought that,
Mhm.
and so he's jammed all this big business into this little
Little place.
area.
Mhm.
So it's not healthy, it's not healthy.
Yeah, and I can see where you're talking about now, 'cause